Lacey here again. Well, listen, a lot of questions I get. One of the biggest questions today, and you know it because you hear it too, has to do with veganism. Vegetarianism is where people really started and has talked about that a lot over the years. And it seems like vegetarianism fell right by the wayside. Why? Because the latest, greatest, hot new thing has hit the market, and that's veganism. I'm not against either. I think they're great. I think they have purposes, okay? But veganism and the keto diet, that's what we're doing today. If you want to be a vegan, go for it. My suggestion is this: proceed with caution, because you have to know how to mix and match foods to get your proteins, to get your essential fatty acids, to get your minerals that are going to be very important for you to get, and making sure that your balance is there. Plus, if you're exercising quite a bit and you're working out a lot, you're consistently losing all these things, so you got to replace them. Many people here talking about vegetarian veganism today, they are in their 20s. And in my opinion, I respect you in your 20s, but many people in their 20s haven't lived long enough or had the wear and tear and stress mentally, physically, and psychologically put upon them at this point in their lives to understand what it means to have deficiencies. So for me, it's not a question of killing animals to eat them because you choose not to be a vegan, or whether you continue to eat the same way you are. But the most important thing is that you have to decide for yourself what's going to work for you. So if you're going to be vegan, you must study, you must educate, you must understand exactly what it is you're doing. I'm over 50 years old. I'm not vegan. Now, I do eat and consume a great amount of plant foods, but I also eat chicken, I also eat fish, I also eat turkey. I'm not really big on beef. I might do a little bit here and there, but for me to change the game at this point in my life, I must do it slowly. So even though I eat a lot of plant-based foods, I must do it slowly, because at this point in my life, if I make an error or do it wrong or fall prey to serious deficiencies, that's going to be detrimental to my health. So you can't just all of a sudden one day say, okay, I'm going to be a vegan today, and if you don't know what you're doing, you are going to run upon those deficiencies. So if you're over 50 years old or 60 years old and you do this, you can start having bone density issues. You could start having brain fog. You can destroy your kidneys, your liver. There's so many things. Your eyesight. I already wear glasses. I don't need more damage to my eyesight. So again, try what you want, but when you make that transition, just because someone says this is the way to go, don't jump the next day. You have to do your research. So one step at a time. If you're a meat eater, if you want to wean off meat, fine, but slowly do it, and don't do it, say, okay, after about a month, I'm there. I think it's better for you to take 6 months, close to a year, to really teach yourself and slowly adjust, because it is a bit of a shock to the body, and the body has to get used to it. See, when you eat the food, you're just thinking about what you're eating, what you're ingesting, what you're tasting. I'm there, I'm vegan. You can't do that. You have to do it over time. There's many people on YouTube and other places who will bash you if they feel that you're eating some kind of meat. But yet, again, like I say, the majority of those people are probably in their 20s. Okay? And if they're in their 20s, they probably ate meat for more than half their life before they reached this point. And more than likely, they probably had a parent or have a parent or two parents who are vegan as well, who got them to do this well after they were, say, 15 or 20 years old. They weren't necessarily a baby and started becoming vegan from that point forward. That's very few people in our society that are like that. So I would love to see a lot more people eating in the vegan lifestyle, because basically you're getting a lot of nutrients that way. But I also want to see a lot of people living healthy too. I want to see a lot of people thriving because their health is strong. But if you don't know a lot about nutrition and you're just testing diets left and right to see what's going to work, you're going to hurt yourself. You're going to end up at the doctor's office, and you're going to end up with deficiencies or brittle bones or other issues going on. So again, all these different eating methods are good. If you want to eat meat, hey, that's your thing. If you want to be vegan, that's your thing. If you want to be vegetarian, that's your thing. Just learn, do your research, and study. Don't take someone else's word for it, because you don't know what's going to happen to this 25-year-old who's telling you eat this way. You don't know what their life is going to be like when they turn 35 or 45, 50 years old. When I was growing up, I used to always hear, don't eat eggs, too much cholesterol. Don't eat beef, too much fat. Don't drink milk. Don't eat this, don't eat that. So over the years, don't eat eggs. Now they're saying eggs are okay. Don't eat beef. No, eat beef, it's okay. Don't eat pork. No, pork is okay. So those are things you want to watch out for. And those would be good examples of reasons to say you want to stay away from meat, because all those examples. But again, if you're buying organic food, GMO-free food, That's what you're really searching for. It's about the quality. It's about the nutrient density. And another thing is you might want to go to the doctor and find out what you're deficient in. Have them do some blood work, some testing, and find out where you might be deficient. Maybe you need some supplementation, for minerals or vitamins, something you might not be getting. Many people don't realize how their vitamin D is low. Calcium is low. So before you start thinking about shifting all these eating habits and so forth, find out where you're deficient. Sometimes it's not necessarily the food, it's the nutrient density that you're lacking. Okay, so if you're dancing around with these other diets, first ask yourself, why am I actually interested in making a change in my diet? Because someone said this one's better, or I really want to make a change to change my body, my life, and how I feel. There you go. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me anytime. Again, I'm not picking a side on either side. I like all the food, okay? But again, like I said, I take care of myself. I understand nutrition. I've been doing this for over 30 years, almost 35 years. So I'm really well versed at this. So if you have questions, I'm here for you. Until next time, take care.